Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we will learn everything that you need to know about your payslip and what is CTC, what is gross salary, what is basic pay, and all of the details. So by the end of this video you will have a clear understanding of what CTC is and how you can read your payslips. Alright, so I have also made a little bit of demonstration calculation towards the end, so we will learn that as well. So firstly, what exactly does CTC stand for? CTC is nothing but cost to company. Okay, wow. So cost to company, abdina, see, it is basically how much your employer spends on you on that year. Unna அந்த கம்பெனில ஹையர் பண்றதுக்காக அவங்க உன் மேல எவ்வளோ ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண போறாங்க அப்படின்றது தான் வந்து சிடிசி. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இந்த சிடிசி வந்து if you ask me, is that my entire salary? No. Okay, அப்படி நினைச்சிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா கவலைப்படாதீங்க, because I also thought like that, and I got to know it only after I got placed. I thought if this is your package, I thought the CTC minus deductions, the tax. Okay, அவ்வளவுதான் வந்து அப்படின்னு நான் நினைச்சேன். பட் இவ்வளோ டிடக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும் அப்படின்றது வந்து நம்ம வேலைக்கு போகும்போது தான் நமக்கு தெரியும். ஓகே, ஸோ let's get to the main. So in your CTC, there are different components. Okay, so the two things that you have to understand is that one is your cash component. Okay, that is your basic pay, your HRA, basic pay, HRA, the dearness allowance, other bonuses, performance bonus, joining bonus, all of these come under cash components. And the next thing is that the benefits. Okay, if you are a company join பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா they'll give you certain benefits like travel allowance கொடுக்கலாம், இல்ல அப்படின்னா they might give you cab allowance, they'll provide special cabs, and then you'll have meal vouchers, life insurance policies, health insurance policies, special funds or something like that. So all of these will come under benefits. Now again, it varies from employer to employer. This will not be the same for every other company. That also you must make note of. Okay, whatever I'm telling is in general. Each company has their own way of fixing the CTC. Some comes with the benefits. So the CTC is like the cash component plus benefits. And some companies have it separate. So that is not something that we can have a fixed thought on because it varies from company to company. So just know that your CTC comprises of two components. One is cash component, and the next thing will be your benefits. Clear? And now, here is where all the deduction part that I'll explain. So from your CTC, two things get deducted. One is the employer deduction. Okay, employer, அதாவது company deduct பண்றோம். Okay, so CTC minus employer deduction, from which you'll get your gross salary. Okay, now in this gross salary you have various other kuti components in between. அது வந்து என்ன நான் சொல்றேன். Now inside your gross salary we have to pay some amount of tax. Okay, now again that deduction happens in your gross salary. So CTC la employer deduction remove பண்ணிட்டா gross salary. So CTC la ஒரு portion will be your gross salary, and from your gross salary a portion will get deducted, which will be your PF, tax, other deductions, gratuity and all of that. Wait, I said gratuity. See, gratuity has something to do with, to put it in simple terms, gratuity is basically like a retirement fund. Okay, and the madri gratuity is basically like your retirement fund. They will not give it to you on a monthly basis, and each company has a different way of different way and service level agreement for you to claim your gratuity amount. That is also there. So if you complete that, say for example, if you work only for 5 years or 6 years in that company, you are eligible for that. Something related to that. It varies from company to company again, the gratuity amount. Alright, so inside this gross salary the reductions happen. And what are the different components of your gross salary? Okay, now in your gross salary a portion of it will be your basic pay. Okay, and that is usually around 25 to 30%. and some companies can have start from 15% as well. It depends on your package. So from the gross salary, 1% will go towards your basic pay. Okay. And now again, from the gross salary, 1% will go towards your HRA, which is your house rent allowance. And then again, from the gross salary, remaining, like if you give one allocation for basic pay and one for HRA, then you must have some balance amount, right? So that will go towards the other allowances, could be the earner's allowance or special allowance, whatsoever. We'll just consider it as allowance here. So basic pay, HRA, and other allowances. These are the three things that will be confined in your gross salary. All right. Now, what is this basic pay? The basic pay is basically a fixed amount that you will receive without any alterations throughout. And that basic pay plus HRA plus the allowances will be the gross, and minus the deductions will be your in-hand salary. Okay. Now, before I give you that example which I was telling in the beginning of the video, I want to also talk a little bit about the PF. Okay, PF is nothing but Provident Fund, and PF is something that we will be paying from the gross salary. Okay, PF is they usually have three types. Okay, yeah, three types. One is the fixed amount. Okay, so a fixed portion of your basic salary, you'll be dedicating it towards PF, which will be getting 1,800 or something per month. Else, that is one option. The second thing is that you don't want PF, and the third thing is that no, wait, yeah, yeah, one is that fixed amount. The second one is you can give a specific portion of it, or the third one is that as your salary increases, you can also increase your PF amount. That is how it is. So one is fixed amount. Next is that variable amount. You can like tell them that I want this percentage or this percentage. And the third thing is that as your salary increases, your PF also increases. And the madri vechukko mudiyum. Okay, so this is about your PF. PF is actually good. If you keep fixed PF, your CTC will also increase. That is, your in-hand salary will increase because you're not contributing that much towards PF. All right, now let us have an example. I've got an example for you guys so that you can understand it better. Say the CTC is 1,000 rupees. This is a very simple example that I'm giving it to you. இது புரிஞ்சது அப்படின்னாலே வந்து உங்களுக்கு பே ஸ்லிப் வந்து ரீட் பண்ண தெரிஞ்சிடும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ சிடிசி வந்து 1,000 rupees அப்படின்ட்டு வந்து வச்சுக்கோங்க. இப்போ from this 1,000 rupees we are going to remove some employer deductions. ஓகேவா? என்ன ரிமூவ் பண்ண போறோம்? Employer deductions. So 1,000 rupees minus employer deductions. Say we will give employer PF 3.6%. So 3.6% of 1,000 will be 36. Okay. So employer PF core amount, gratuity or amount, and insurance or amount. This மூணு வந்து employer deductions னு வெச்சுப்போம் இந்த XYZ company la. So 1,000 rupees minus employer deductions. So what will be your gross salary now? 900 something. I think it's 934 rupees. Okay, 934 rupees. And then another thing that I wanted to add on is that இப்போ வந்து gross salary deductions பார்ப்போம். ஓகேவா? So gross salary வந்து இவ்வளோ இருக்கா? இப்போ இந்த 934 I'm going to give 40% to basic pay. Alright? Another 20% to HRA, another 40% towards house rent allowance. So basic pay, HRA, house rent allowance, 1% is gone. And now if you add all of that, you'll get your gross salary. Okay? This is just a split up example. Now, employee deductions. You'll pay a professional tax, and then you'll have to pay PF. You'll have to pay I think there's a third tax, which is the regular tax. Okay, regular tax, professional tax, and PF. So you're allocating some 12% of your basic salary towards PF. Okay, so 12% of this amount will be 45, and then you're giving 10 rupees normal tax, and 5 rupees will be from your professional tax. Now, if you deduct these three amounts from your gross salary, that will be your in-hand salary. Okay, clear? So just pause the video and look at the screen once again so that you'll understand. We had an earlier CTC of 1,000. we removed the employee deductions, that is the employer deductions, sorry. Once the employee deductions were done, we got the gross salary. From the gross salary, we allocated these three percentages for basic pay, HRA, as well as for the other allowances. So if you add that up, you'll get the gross salary. And now from this, we're going to remove the tax portions, which will be your professional tax, the PF, as well as the normal tax. Once you remove all of this, the amount that is left will be your in-hand salary. So when you get to know that people are making 12 lakhs per month, 13 lakhs per month, அப்படியே 12 divide பண்ணிட்டு this guy or girl is making 1 lakh per month, அந்த மாதிரிலாம், I mean 12 lakhs per year, sorry, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அசம்ஷன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து வராதீங்க, ஓகேவா? உங்களுக்கு சிடிசி வந்து டிசைட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ற இருக்கும் பொழுது கூட what you can do is you can simply try to know how the split up is for that company for that year, for that fiscal year, and then you can proceed with salary negotiations. Okay. And another thing is that I also wanted to tell you where you can get these kind of information. You can get it from Quora or Reddit, or if you have Twitter, you can also tweet and you can ask people for information. That is also something that you can get information from. So I hope this video was clear. If you have any doubts in this regards, do drop it in the comments. The comments are very, very important for me because that is the way in which you can interact with me. So ask me if you have any doubts. I will reply to each and every single one of you. And I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, so don't worry. Do leave a like pannidunga, because the likes and comments are very, very important for me. And if you wish to receive more videos from my channel, then only if you subscribe you'll get the notification. Okay, so if you want to view content from my channel, then you can subscribe, else you need not. So I hope you liked the video and you enjoyed, and I think I gave a clear picture of what is actually the CTC and how to calculate the different calculations. I'll see you again in another video, and bye.